decided to, you know, make a video in reference to basically an interview Tyler Perry recently conducted with Keke Palmer, another person that I'm not too fond of, who comes across as anti-black man, you know. But nevertheless, this is about Tyler Perry. And, ever since Tyler Perry started to make waves around, I guess, the mid 2000s, when he came out with Diary of a Mad Black Woman, I think, because we all know what his background is. He said he was once homeless. He's from New Orleans, and fast tracking basically. He started writing these stage plays, and I think he started performing around the church circuit, and then, which I'm gonna get to that in a minute. And then basically, he started doing the stage plays, and then it eventually led to him getting film and television deals, which made him estimate $1 billion. Tyler Perry is a billionaire according to reports, who you believe or whatever the case was. And Tyler Perry made an attempt to buy BET as a whole, and failed because basically Paramount slash Viacom slash CBS kept raising the price. But nevertheless, Tyler Perry recently put out a movie on Amazon Prime called Divorce in Black, and it got one of the lowest ratings that a film could get. It was so bad, according to people who watched the film, where it didn't even get a Rotten Tomatoes rating. But late, people have been calling Tyler Perry out saying, "Hey, man, you already know when you watch a Tyler Perry film, what you're gonna get is gonna be the same typical demonizing, putting down, stereotyping black men. You know, if we're gonna call white Hollywood out for constantly putting out this formula and constantly doing this to black men, then of course we're going to hold other black people accountable and call them out." And Tyler Perry has been thinking he can hide behind this because he's black. But at the end of the day, he's part of the problem. And to me, he comes across as a black or a black, a black white, racist. So he did the interview with Keke Palmer, and he started calling people highbrow Negroes and all that kind of stuff, and saying this is how we are and this is a reflection. No, that's a lie. My thing is, when you gonna make a movie where you demonize or basically have a non-black playing the villain who's doing stuff to black people? And to me, you're no different from Quentin Tarantino and his fascination with using the N-word on his films. You're no different. Here's the thing with Tyler Perry: if his movies are that good, then how come movie theaters don't want his movies anymore? The reason why they're getting put on streaming apps and television and going to Netflix is because movie theaters don't want to run his films anymore. When was the last time a Tyler Perry film had a theatrical run? It's been a while, because people see the same formula over and over and over again. Even on BET, I know he started to use writers for some of his, pretty much write what he was writing. I was checking out the show where it was two men and a woman. And if you see Tyler Perry has an infatuation with, the rainbow community. Now, he claims he isn't part of that community, but he sure seems to promote it. And if you seen what he was doing at that Chris Brown concert, that, you would be real suspect of him. But the thing is with Tyler Perry, when you start trying to attack people when they ask you a simple question, that means you're guilty of it. And all he's doing is playing into the system of demonizing, stereotyping black people, and in particularly black men. He's anti-black men. And I just think people are tired of it. And don't get me wrong, black women have called him out on this too. Tyler Perry flat out has sold out the church. It's because of what's being put in Tyler Perry movies where black men and black women are just, turning their back on the church. And then for him to sit up there and try to say, well, God is telling me, no, he isn't. It's not God, nigga. It's you. It's you. Okay? It's you. It's you. You look at some of his shows. He constantly is an advocate of pushing that agenda. Keep in mind, at first, when what happened in 2020 happened, at first he was an advocate of, not taking the potion. Then all of a sudden, he got a check like a lot of other people did. Then he started pushing people, to take the potion. And keep in mind, what's up? And keep in mind, he told everybody that was working at his studios that they had to take the potion or they couldn't work. So Tyler Perry, to me, he's an agent. He's no different from Oprah Winfrey. He's no different from Gayle King. He's an agent, and he's been an agent. And people are just tired of this. This is just the same old form, the same old cycle with Tyler Perry. And I think you can do situations where you can put black people in better positions. Why not make movies why don't you try something different? I mean, do you wake up? I mean, at the end of the day, dude, damn, you do know you supposed to be quote unquote a black man. There are people that are not black that do stuff to people too. He never makes movies where he put black men in a friendly situation. Every movie is about something being wrong with a black man. Now, I know you went through some stuff when you was young and all that, but at the end of the day, wasn't me. There are good black men out there. But at the same time, you just play into a stereotype and a stigma of black men and how we're portrayed on cinema. You're not a solution. You are part of the problem, and you have been part of the problem for 20 years now. And what's going on now, people are hip to you now. People are hip to you now, and you getting called out on it. And you trying to have this long thought out complex explanation that makes it even worse. When you can't really answer why you keep doing the same old stuff, that shows me that you're guilty of it. And like I said, when you can sit up here and see a movie trailer before you even see the movie and be like, well, we know what's going to happen in this movie. Bad black man mistreats black woman. Black woman has to find her way. She has to find a will and a way to get away from this black man, and then she meets some other type of black man that's probably broke or in a different situation, doesn't have the resources that the other dude may have, and then she gets with him. We've seen this far and beyond too many times with Tyler Perry. It's nerve-wracking, and I'm going to continue to call this dude out because people are sick of this stuff. Can you do something different, dude? Can you try something different? See, that's the thing. He don't write no movies where the black man have to go up against the non-blacks or the people with the small hats or the Hispanics. He will either make a movie where it's a black man versus a black man versus a black woman. And at the end of the day, you just see this formula and it's just stagnant. He's counterproductive, and he's been counterproductive, and he has the mind and the mentality of a white supremacist. When he can't give you a definitive answer why he keeps putting out the same type of shit, that says a lot about him. Why can you write movies where you put black men and black people in a better situation where they have to go against people that don't look like us? Why Why not do a movie about that black man in Colorado where he had those white people trying to take his land? But it's just the same old stuff. Tyler Perry's movies are on streaming services because no theater wants to run his movies no more. So that's just basically it. Just the same old shit. And you just get tired of it. And it's just like enough is enough. So there you have it. But we will continue this conversation. What we can do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize possibly a panel, and we're going to bring some people on, and we all can have a conversation about Tyler Perry, because enough is enough, and we need to keep putting pressure on this dude. You know, try something different for once in your fucking life. Okay? The title speaks for itself. There you have it. It's your boy Tam. I'm out.